Hey guys, welcome to a brand new thing here on the channel. We got some conversation battles. All right, you guys know I am not the best Pokemon battler in the world. So this series is not necessarily about the battles per se, it's about the conversation. That's why it's called conversation battles, because we're gonna battle. It's more about the conversation. All right, and I'm gonna be joined by a bunch of my friends every week. I'm gonna try and make this a weekly thing so we can come on, we can talk about weird topics, random topics that you guys suggest. You can go down in the comments down below and be like, hey, you guys should talk about this for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Bet, I'll do it. All right, so go ahead, type down in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure to click the like button, subscribe if you so wish. And today, I'm joined by my good friend, Pricyzin. Hey dude, what's up?
Hey Hugo, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, so you see it in the title, you're probably sitting there thinking like, how do you say that name? It's Pricyzin. It's a fantastic streamer. Go check him out on Twitch, Shiny Hunter. And this perspective does come from Shiny Hunters, but I will say, you're not just a Shiny Hunter, are you?
No, I'm much more than that. I'm also a person, Hugo. I'm also a person.
Well, shiny hunters are people too. I was saying he's a battler. He's a Pokemon battler. Okay, he knows how to battle Pokemons, and I just wanted to bring him on because today's discussion is more or less about the Isle of Armor DLC, the brand new DLC that just came out, and I really like his take on it. I really like what he says when people ask him about his opinion on it. So, without further ado, we're gonna jump into the battle. We're also gonna jump into the conversation. All right. Bada boom, bada bing. I went with the metronome theme this week, but if you guys have other themes, you just let me know down below what you want to see in terms of themes. But we're going with the metronome team. And big question on the field is, what are your thoughts on the Isle of Armor DLC, bro?
I will say that it's been like 3 weeks now, and yeah. I have no desire to go back to Galar at this point. I only want to be doing things in the Isle right now, so that's pretty good, I would say.
I'd say.
How about you?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I've been back to Galar proper a couple times just to breed and to go to Winden a couple times, but other than that, no, I've been sticking to the Isle. I'm really liking the Isle. I think for me, I'm about Pokemon collecting, right? I collect Pokemons. Oh, look at you, brought your little pink onion. Flexing shinies right now. I'm a Pokemon collector, so I'm really enjoying the brand new Pokemon that have been reintroduced back into the Isle. But also, just running around and seeing the landscape, and it just feels comfortable. I like it a lot. Other than that, I don't know, it doesn't really bring me much other than a tiny bit more core series gameplay aspects and a couple more Pokemon to capture. But there's tons in the Isle of Armor. So what are you thinking? Like the NPCs and stuff? You want to explain any of those things?
Oh yeah, so yeah, definitely with you on the capturing, I love it. The variety is great. They're tastefully adding things back in. I'm not missing too much at this point, I don't feel like. And then they have done a lot of good things with NPCs and quality of life. A few concerns that I have as somebody who does like to do competitive battling and also shiny hunt. I have a whole bunch of shinies on old games, and it's always been a concern that I cannot take those things once I transfer them up. I can't battle with them online. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
And so it's nice now that I can actually get a hidden ability through a method in an old game of a shiny Pokemon and bring it up now, and all you have to do is delete the moves, and there's an NPC in the battle tower that actually makes them legitimized to battle online in this region. So that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, definitely, because it's kind of silly how in the main part of the game, we never really had a chance to get a hidden ability.
Disabled my metronome?
I disabled your metronome. That's so funny. I noticed that too. You didn't have a chance to get a hidden ability other than in raid dens, right? There was brilliant Pokemon, there's exclamation point encounters, surprise encounters. Those could have very well been a small chance roll at getting a hidden ability, but they're only through raids, so.
Yeah. And we all know, I don't know, we won't get into that conversation, but everybody knows what the kind of the status of raids are at this point, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool to like go in with a couple of your friends and just like spam some of the new raids and see some of the new Pokemon in their Dynamax form. That's kind of cool. But so then what else? We got the Cram-O-Matic. I think it's pretty cool. People have already compiled lists on things that you can get out of the Cram-O-Matic, but I think the one thing it might be missing is the Apple balls, man. The Apricorn balls, the Kurt balls, whatever you want to call them. They're just like so random, but I mean, I guess that keeps their exclusivity, you know?
Yeah, the way they pitched it to us, and they kind of made it seem like we would just be able to get the balls, and I was really excited about that. I'm less excited. They've just totally decided to make green balls eliminated for some reason. You just can't get those, and so that's a personal thing. But yeah, like 1 in 1,000 chance for a ball. Like I get it. Sport balls and safari balls were only like used during special times in old games.
Yep.
And so that's cool that like you can at least get them, but I will say it's a lot better than grinding the Tournament of Champions to get a random drop. So I don't know. I'm neutral about that, but yeah, the odds could definitely be better. I haven't used it personally. I'm excited to try getting some balls though. Yeah,
I gave it a whirl. There's like a trainer hidden around the map that was wearing a blue T-shirt, and for 100 watts you can trade them for 4 apricorns of a specific color. And so I've been doing that every day, and I've been collecting apricorns every day. Actually, I found a shiny Amplin via collecting apricorns one day. So I'm trying to compile a whole mess of them legitimately so that I can like, you know, go to town and just like spam it and see what I can get out of it. But I have done it a couple times, and the only fun ball that I got out of it was a level ball. Out of like the 10 times that I did it. So out of 10, that's not bad. I mean, we're sitting here talking odds as shiny hunters, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, but maybe they're going to introduce something in the next DLC, because this is only like a small snippet, right? We're sitting here talking like this is a $15 DLC, and we got like a bunch of quality of life improvements for people who do battling and stuff like that, and a bunch of new mons, and a really cool new area to check out. This is only technically the $15 smaller part of the DLC where we get a big chunk later, so maybe Apple Balls will come in like a more guaranteed way in the second way around, because I know we're going to get Beast Balls some way, because Ultra Beast is probably coming back, right? So we're going to get Beast Balls in some fashion. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see something in the Crown Tundra. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, the Cram is also good, like, looking beyond balls. A lot of the items are, like, locked behind battling with BP, and so you can get ability capsules, and they've made mints pretty much in abundance with how they drop on the ground at this point. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it does make things more accessible overall, I would say. It's a good thing.
Yo, what did I just use on you?
We're both paralyzed right now. This is all hacks.
This is all hacks.
It's all hacks.
This is so funny. I like this. I like this style. This is kind of fun. What else? Armorite ores used to purchase new moves. Have you delved into any of the new moves that are available?
No, I've not beaten the dojos. I've not even attempted to beat the dojo yet.
Gosh. Okay. Well, so I can't remember the cost of the actual Armorite ores, but you can teach Amon a new move that's been introduced into the game for every typing, and apparently that's running the meta right now. I was talking with a friend, shout out to Auxiliary, that we've been working with. I'm struggling now too. We've been working with weather teams, and we've been working with Trick Room and stuff like that. Whereas the new one coming in is terrains. We haven't been running with terrains. Now terrain is a huge thing with all these new moves. There's actually that new steel type move. It's like, I think it's steel roller or something like that. Whoa.
I don't even know what that move was right now.
Yeah, that just collapsed me, dude. All right, fine. I'm bringing up Total Roll. And apparently, if there is a terrain in effect, and you use that move, it does damage and clears the terrain. It's pretty wild.
So I've heard of some of these. They totally seem. Every time I hear about one of these new moves, they seem busted. But I guess if everything's special, nothing is, right? And but the way that they've reintroduced terrains without the tapus, you knew it was gonna happen because I mean we saw hidden abilities a long time ago, and Pincurchin has the surge, and so like they've always since Gen 7 they've been trying to push terrains hardcore, and yeah, I think I haven't got into any battles yet, but I've talked to a lot of people so far, and they do say terrains run the meta right now as it is. Psychic seems to be really big with expanding force. Is that what it's called?
Oh, I don't remember all the exact names. Maybe we should have done research beforehand, but I don't remember all the moves. Did you see that rainbow just now?
I did not see the rainbow. Was that cute. The water move that you get the starter or whatever for the starter?
I'm not too sure.
I don't remember what that is.
It's like we're half paying attention to the battle. I know I just did frenzy plants on you.
It's about the conversation, you go.
Oh, I use confusion. You're going down.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no! What this Mew is tanky. Just go down, or get the parahacks, bro. Come on. Anything else that's standing out? I think that the weather. I know it's frustrating you right now, but I think that the weather that's different from the wild area is kind of cool. It's not like different types of weather, but it changes on different dates, and it varies. The whole like going through the whole terrain of the Isle. I don't know. It just seems like it's much more expansive, and there's like sections and stuff like that. So when you actually transition from like say the forest into the swamp, it feels like you're walking into a brand new area and that there should be new weather. I think that's kind of nifty. I don't know. I think I just like the landscape. I've always wanted to live on an island, so I mean, the landscape's just drawing to me.
Yeah. The weather, the way. Okay, so yeah, the whole area, the weather does a good job of it, but yeah, just like the way you mentioned the forest and stuff, like it's all, I don't know, it feels more natural. And
it
just
does.
Like, yeah.
When traveling from like the Loop Lagoon all the way back to like the other cave, can't remember what it's called at this point in time, but like you go through that one cave and there's like routes, you know, you can go up this way, then you can go down this way, and you can go around this way. It just weaves and twirls around, then you pop out in a new area and you're like, wait, I'm kind of lost. No, I know where I am, and like you kind of gain your bearings, but it makes it feel more adventurous and more fun. Whether, albeit a very small area, I don't know, I just like it. Makes me feel like I'm a true Pokemon adventurer.
and I like how like, so it is frustrating because the cycle seems so long, but like the way that the weather changes, so I don't know, it's pretty random. It does force at least like some of us to like change our hunts daily, and I don't know, that I like that it keeps things fresh. I'm not hunting the same thing for 2 months.
That's true. Yeah, because you're not the one that would change their weather to or change their date to find them on, right?
Right.
Yeah. New Pokemon, like all the new Pokemon that came back, the fact that there was only one or technically two brand new Pokemon that came in with this, we didn't see anything else, which is really surprising, especially with that tip off of the Galarian Dustox, with Clara. But we only got to see the two brand new Pokemon. Do you have any opinions on Urshifu, even though you haven't evolved your Comfey yet?
Oh, he seems pretty welcome into the meta. You always get nervous whenever they do like bring legends into it. But it doesn't seem like Urshifu is gonna be too broken. He's got cool options. He's an interesting new way around Mimikyu and Focus Sash, which is, it seems like they've done a lot to try to answer a lot of the things that just seemed unbeatable like you just had to know how to like work your way around it or work through it without like you can't really bust a Sash like unless you like you can double into it but like then you're using your whole first turn, and now like you can with Urshifu and things like double wing beat or whatever that move is called, like and his two forms give him the you can also just like build your team around whether or not it's gonna fit, right? If like a dark type doesn't make sense for your team, then you're gonna go for water type, and you're gonna enjoy the rapid strike. And I don't think I've heard anybody like complain too much about Urshifu. But Terrakion, on the other hand, I think that's gonna be a big problem.
I've heard a couple of complaints already about Terrakion. Just kind of wow. But other than that, so the new Mons returning in. What are some of your favorites in terms of maybe shinies or in terms of maybe the meta? Because I know one of my favorites is returning, and that's the Fletchling line all the way to Talonflame. Beautiful shiny and a really cool Pokemon. I had no idea what Gale Wings really did or what it was and how it got nerfed and stuff like that. But in terms of like just the style of the Pokemon, it's probably the coolest route bird because of its typing. And it's just a beautiful Pokemon. But for you, like, what's one of your favorites returning for both, shiny hunting and both for like the meta?
My probably number one favorite would be Kingdra, and that's what I'm waiting on right now to hunt. So that's why I'm bitter about the hunt. But I love Purple and I love Horsey. I love Gen 2 Mons, and Kingdra is just, he's great. Dragon typing is top tier.
What's your moveset for him? What's your stack on him? What's your ability and stuff?
I think I'm gonna try to do a sniper set with scope lens and maybe like focus energy. You could do cool things with Gmax Machamp to raise your crit chance. So we could probably do something to set Kingdra up to where he's critting 100% of the time. I think it'd be kind of cool to mess around with that.
That's crazy. Who knew that Machamp was gonna come in handy? But there you go. Other than that, I don't know, like, I love Staryu. I love that Staryu came back because it illuminates pretty cool. I've been trying to test, and I've been taking recordings of, like, my gameplay and stuff, and I'm trying to test out Illuminate and how much it actually really affects the spawn rate. Because, they're overworld spawns or the exclamation point spawns. As soon as you move, the exclamation point or the surprise spawn activates. So you have no problem there, but the amount of overworld spawns, I don't know how much it's actually affecting. So I'm taking in the data in different areas, trying to see how much it actually affects. And I know we've had Illuminate before, but Staryu's just like a cool shiny, and it's a good Illuminate user for me. I know you just got a shiny Staryu yourself. Was it Illuminate?
I didn't check, actually. I didn't check.
Wow, did you check if it was marked?
No, I did not. But that's interesting. Have you what have you found with does Illuminate help in Gen 8?
That's what I'm trying to test. Like, and I feel like I'm noticing a difference, and I feel like when I was testing it, I was going for Shinx, and I wanted to see more Shinx. So obviously, me and Pricyzin talked about Static or Lightning Rod, try and find Shinx a little bit better. But in that same patch of grass that we're looking at, it seems to be more electric types in that area anyways, so bringing Illuminate might help out better because I'm on my last Mon right now, dude.
Yeah, and I'm down to my last few moves. We should have PP'd
we should have done some
something.
PP'd up, yeah. And I'm noticing Shinx come back a lot quicker, but it's still pretty random. I can't really make Shinx spawn more, but they are spawning back pretty quickly. But I have to I'm gonna start setting up some timers and timing which spawns come back, how fast they come back, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm not fully done with my research just yet.
And it's cool to see how effective, this isn't new, but how effective Lightning Rod is and stuff. That's something new to Gen 8. You could never really visually see that. But,
yeah, that's true.
Cool.
I was trying to make it work in Gen 4 when we were doing our Safari Zone. I was trying to bring a Gastrodon Storm Drain, see if I can bring on more more Merrills, because I was hunting for Merrill. But I was bringing along more barrels too, because it's for water type moves more so than water types. Oh, that was really strange. That's something I had to bring into effect too. I was I never really thought about that in Gen 8. I just kind of used Harvest, I used Storm Drain, I used Static, and I never really thought of the Pokemon could have a grass type move, but they might not be a grass type. It might have electric move, but it might not be an electric type, blah blah blah. And they might spawn in. But I never really thought about that until we went back and saw it in an older gen.
Yeah, I thought it just went by the Pokemon type.
And I mean, so another thing, the new characters. I don't know which one did you play through? Did you play through Shield?
Yeah, I'm in Shield.
Did you just Moo Milk?
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we kind of brought Miltank, but that was my last metronome.
So you're gonna start struggling.
Well, I didn't delete moves. I didn't think about that.
All right, so you played against Haywyre. I played against Clara, and I was like, I was love struck the whole time because, like, wow. I was like in love the whole time. I think she was a cool character because she was like really strong, and then like really learned her place. She learned her lesson, and I don't think she was all that difficult to face against. But what was Haywyre like?
I don't know. She was kind of, or he, I guess. Sorry, I always go because, like, whenever I first saw, I just assumed that Haywyre was a. But anyway. Yeah, the kind of like a whiny character. I wasn't too like. As far as like battling goes, pretty easy, but like the character development on it just kind of seemed like I have no idea how the Swords character is as far as like dialogue goes, but Haywyre seemed like a punk.
Yeah, I heard he was like really jokester. He was like trying to do puns all the time and just wasn't connecting very well.
Well, that, and he was also just like extremely salty that you were good. Like he was like audibly like angry with you for being skilled.
Well, that's true, but they had a motivation. They really want to be gym leaders, right? They're like
yeah,
the next hopefuls
like,
of gym leaders.
It's cool. Like, I mean, not cool. Like, it's interesting to see like how long has it been since we've had an actual rival? And then all of a sudden they just throw like a trash talking guy in, and it was just kind of interesting to see. It was different.
It was different, definitely different. Look, our battle's gonna end in 50 seconds. You better crush me right now because I have no more.
Dude, I have no moves. I'm switching out so you kill me. So this is our time, Yugo. Do you have any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I'm excited to see what else comes, but I was really stoked on what we saw.
Yeah.
It brought enough back to the game where now we can just hang out on this island all the time, and we can do our shiny hunting and whatnot, and it could bring benefits to people who actually do the online battles and stuff. So thumbs up for me. I think thumbs up for me.
For me, I'm excited for Tundra. Like I said, this changes the way that I can go about preparing competitive teams and just how the shiny hunting is going, and it's all new and it's fresh and I like it, and I think we'll be just fine until November.
I think this is where you win. Yep. Boom.
Did I win?
You won.
Did I win by switching?
You won by switching because I took myself out with the struggle. There you go. GG's, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know what? The one thing we didn't talk about was?
What's that?
Was the Mark Charm. We now have the Mark Charm. And that's kind of cool if you guys like exclusive, really rare Pokemon, because now you can get shinies, and then maybe that one-off chance where you get a Mark. And I actually found myself with a Sleepy Skarmory. So now whenever I send out my shiny Skarmory, this is the Sleepy Skarmory. I think that's kind of cool. But it changes the odds of getting your getting a Mark on your Pokemon to regular. I think it's regular base shiny odds. 1 in 4,096 or something like that.
What are Mark odds normally then?
Like astronomical.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think they're like Mondo rare.
Oh wow.
Or it might bring it down to Shine Charm odds. I'm not 100% sure, but there's tons of information out there on it. But it's cool that it's there. I don't know what kind of chart we're going to see next. Maybe that we should do a speculation conversation battle for what we're going to see in the Crown Tundra. But I think it's pretty cool that they added it in, and it's a little extra something for you guys to look out for. But that's it. That's all, man. Let's go conversation about DLC.
It was a really good conversation. It's good to get your spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who strictly sticks to the Exploradoran of it. So.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all. Make sure you like that. Make sure you like the video. I just rambled over my words here, but make sure you do like the video. Subscribe. Go ahead on over. All the links will be for my good buddy Pricyzin's YouTube channel and his Twitch channel. And make sure you go send some love over there. But that is it. That is all. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Oh, I gotta turn off Bob. I gotta mute Bob. Whoops.
We could just make it a three-way conversation.
He's just talking about the most random stuff.
What do you think about that, Bob? I can't believe I'm already at 1,200 encounters for the night.